Hey, Amato here with Rhythmatics TV. We have Shoey here again with us.
Yay, I'm normal. My voice is normal.
She's doing her own solo piece, so we want to give you a little in inside scoop to her piece. What is your piece about?
Oh, do I hold it? You hold it. No, you go. Okay, so my piece, well, actually, it's inspired by a lot of the things I've been going through lately, especially with dealing with insecurity, as a dancer, just as a person, when it comes to dancing and life and like love, just like all the pressure that you're carrying around with you, and that's why it's called bricks. So it's kind of like no matter how much you're trying to escape, like everything that you carry, it always follows you. So it's kind of like my way of like dealing with it and saying how I feel about it. And then I love Adele. She's so good. Yeah, so it's two turning tables. And I just thought instead of like having a war between you and the outside, it's more like a struggle between like me and myself, because that's like the biggest battle, I feel like, yeah, for all. So, yay.
I'm inspired. So how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing on and off since I was 9, and I trained in ballet and Chinese folk dance till I was like 11, and I moved here from Texas, and I kind of stopped dancing till around high school, and I just kind of danced on and off by myself mostly, and then I came to New York, and I met these people, and they're so distracting. Yeah, and I spend more time dancing now than I like do going to school.
Me too.
Yay. Yeah, but that's kind of like my background. Yeah.
Great. And what can we expect from your piece today?
A lot of emotion. Yeah, emotion, because that's what I'm all about, emoting, and a lot of floor work, and just like look at my bruises. Yeah.
See
the
this?
bruises. Yeah, but just that, a lot of just emotion. It's kind of a mix between contemporary and hip hop. So, but I refuse to be labeled as neither kind of dancer. You know what I mean? I just want to be me. So I actually struggled with whether I should like keep my shoes on or off while I dance, because I just didn't want people to be like, oh, another contemporary dance, or like, oh, another like hip hop. You know what I mean? Dancing is so much more, right? Like, yeah.
So I see you like breaking the mold. That's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I mean, one of the things that I found really discouraging sometimes is when I like meet like old school dancers or new school dancers that are very just close-minded to each other, and it's just so discouraging because people are just like, well, that's not real dancing, or like what I do is real and what you do isn't real, and it's just kind of like, it's sad for me because like, dancing means something different for everyone. So it's not an argument. We should just be open-minded and then like learn from people and then try to make things our own, Yeah.
That's awesome. You heard it first, guys. One last question. What would you give to what piece of advice would you give to inspiring dancers out there that are watching this?
So many things. I wish I could do so many things over. But put down your pride, I would say, because even though we say we're humbled, really, like, we judge other people all the time, but really put down your pride. There's so much that you can get inspired by, and so many things that you can learn, and don't think that, like, don't be so close-minded and say like, this is my kind of dancing and I'm gonna execute like that, because like the more I learn, the more I realize that all movements are connected together. You know what I mean? Whether it be like isolating, like your isolating would look good if you had like a flavor, you know what I mean? But that comes from like learning about groove, learning contemporary, learning your center, so everything is just like all together. So definitely like be open-minded, be positive, and be humbled, and just keep pushing through your insecurities, for sure. Yeah.
This is truth, guys. Real stuff we're talking about here. Amato here with the Rhythmatics TV. Shoey.
Yay!
Check it out.